Now, one of the key or one of the types of resale transactions that gets a lot of questions is when I have a drop shipment. So I really just here have two different sale transactions. I have a sale between this manufacturer and the retailer, and I have a sale between the retailer and the end customer. The sale for resale is between the manufacturer and the retailer, and my retail transaction is between the retailer and the customer. But in a drop shipment, I have the goods going directly from the manufacturer to the customer. So here, what makes it challenging is how does the retailer, or what does the retailer give for that documentation? And they're going to need to give a resale certificate for the customer state, the ship to state, and they're going to give that to the manufacturer. So what we come into is we have issues when the retailer is not registered in the delivery state. So what kind of documentation can they give? The good news is most of the states will accept some sort of alternative documentation. Usually you can use your home state number, so where you are registered, to claim a resale exemption in that ship to state. It varies in terms of what form you give and how you do that. And there are, of course, not every state will allow that. The three worst states that you will run into problems is Hawaii, the District of Columbia, and Maryland. There are also issues in California, Connecticut, Massachusetts, and Mississippi. Those have some exceptions if the customer is actually exempt. Depending upon where the inventory is located, that can throw in Florida as a problem state, but you need to kind of look at this in a little bit more detail. If the manufacturer is required to collect the tax, they're usually going to collect the tax on the price they charge their customer, the retailer, but in a state like California, they actually make them charge it on a marked up price. And if the retailer has been charged tax by the manufacturer, they typically cannot pass that tax on as a line on the invoice. It simply becomes an added cost to them.